Purple Katakuri was a deck that when I saw this leader, I was like, this is so mid. And then I played it, because we've already done a deck profile on OP11 before, and we're doing some more updated deck lists now. Especially because it's just around the corner for us, releasing in literally just 1 week. Well, with that being said, Purple Katakuri is a very strong deck that ramps up aggressively with the 5-cost Barrow Sparrow and a few other niche options along the way in case you don't find that card specifically. It has a lot of searching abilities with the 1-cost Charlotte Pudding and the 1-cost Event Searcher. So let's get straight into the deck profile and then some games on the sim as always. Now, this is a slash custom kind of deck list because I'm going off the one I used to run, which is going to be very different than what I'm sure a lot of you are used to. So this is my deck profile specifically. Most of them I have literally just thrown together or taken one from One Piece top decks. This is a little more customized and personal to me because I actually like this deck. And so this is a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to test out, but I haven't had time to play because I've been doing so many other decks for you. So like and subscribe just to show some love for all the work. I mean, sheesh, guys, I'm putting it in. I mean, you know what I'm saying. This is Purple Katakuri. When attacking or on opponent's attack, once per turn, Dawn -1, look at the top card of your opponent's deck, then this leader gets plus 1,000 power during the battle. So this is very strong, just giving us a plus 1,000 basically just for free. For going just Dawn -1, a simple feat for our Purple Katakuri, especially once we get into that 8 and 10 Dawn turns. And in the current format, it is very strong. It's giving us, you know, we don't have to run so many 2Ks in the future, in my personal opinion, just because we get the plus 1K for free. So the 2Ks basically are just 1Ks at the end of the day. Like, we only need 1Ks. So there's some switching around to do, possibly, fingers crossed, possibly, in the future. No guarantees. But we're going to start with just some of the cards that you know, like the Bon Clay. You know what this does at this point, just ramps Dawn and then gains, when attacking, becomes the power of one of your opponent's characters. Super simple. We should know this OP08 Katakuri by this point. Just you trash it and then play a Katakuri from your hand that is equal cost to the amount of Dawn your opponent has, which is going to be the 8-cost Katakuri, which is new. This is the Charlotte Pudding that we won actually in the Treasure Cup. So if you didn't watch that video, you need to. That video was fire. And then this just says when your Dawn is returned on your field, just ramp 1 back as rested. So it makes our leader effect basically free. So I really like the Charlotte Pudding here. And then we have a Mane or a Nane, whatever. She basically is just a chump blocker if you have a Big Mom Pirates type character on the board, and it's very good in the format. Like, these cards are showing up so much more in OP11, so keep these in mind as you build your deck because this is very good. Now we have the 8-cost Katakuri, and this card is insane. An 8-cost 8K blocker that says end of your turn, set 2 of your Big Mom Pirates type characters with a cost of 3 or more as active, then add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as rested. So even if we go Dawn -1, we get that Dawn back, and then we can kind of use other cards. I mean, we're always going to be at a high Dawn count after we play this Katakuri, so I love this card. It's just so strong in the deck. Even if we play this on 8, we can still go Dawn -1 with our leader effect, be back at 8, and then go to 10 in our next turn. So Katakuri, broken. Like, just being able to restand all of our characters, broken. Restand itself as well, broken. All right. That's it for saying that's broken. So this is Daifuku. This is just a 2K counter, a 6/7 2K counter vanilla, but I do like this card in the deck because we can play it on 6 just to have a 6/7, or we can just use it as counter, which most of the time we do just use it as counter, but it's a possibility if need be. We also have the Charlotte Pudding that I was talking about earlier that looks at the top 5 and grabs a cost 2 or higher greater Big Mom Pirates type character. So we can basically grab anything except for we're the one who's going to claim the One Piece and our 1-cost event, which we'll go over in just a minute. Now we have that pair of Sparrow, the licky kind of guy that I was talking about earlier, which is a 5/7 similar to the Sanji Pudding from EBO2 that says activate main once per turn. You may trash 1 card from your hand, declare a cost of your choice, and reveal 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck. If the revealed cost is the same as the declared card, draw 1 card and add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. So it helps us ramp Dawn. So we tap down for 5, swing in for 5, -1, swing in for 6 actually. Look at the top of our opponent's life, then we ramp 1 as active. So it's a very strong card, especially in the current format, because we can use this over and over again. And if we can, you know, kind of have a pudding already set up, we can ramp a Dawn thanks to this effect. So perfect curve is 1 into we're going to claim the One Piece, 3 into Charlotte Pudding, and then 5 into Barrow Sparrow. Very strong card right here, and I really enjoy it. Now we get into the big boss monster of the deck, 10-drop Charlotte Lin that just says if your leader has a Big Mom Pirates type, this character gains Rush. So a 10-12 Rush, already fire, but then it also says on opponent's attack once per turn, Dawn -5, you may declare a cost, reveal 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck. If the revealed card has the same cost as declared, give one of your leaders plus 2,000 during this turn. So we can basically become a 7K leader, going Dawn -5, so it's way weaker than like a yellow-blue Nami kind of effect, but it does really work, especially because we ramp into this character pretty aggressively, so I enjoy 10 Lin a lot. Especially, I mean, technically you could have 2 of these and become a 9k leader. Just saying, it's not the best idea, but not the worst, I guess. But anyways, it's just an idea. And then we have the 5-6. This is the 10 siblings. It's a 2k counter just like Duifuku. Kind of just ignore it. It's not that strong or really in here for anything special. It's kind of just a 5 cost we can play out if we need a body, but mainly used for a 2k counter. And then we run Usohachi, our final 2k counter, running 10 total 2k counters. And this just says if you have 8 or more Dawn, rest up to one of your opponent's 5 costs or lower. Literally one of the best purple K counters ever. So definitely keep this in mind as we play the games. This card will come into account in decks that run a lot of blockers that we just need to basically just knock to the side. So very good card here with Usohachi. Now we go into, we're going to claim the One Piece. Look at the top 5 cards, grab a Big Mom powered Scythe. It's that simple. It can also grab Animal Kingdom, but I'm not too worried about Animal Kingdom. There are people running some Animal Kingdom cards because of this, but me personally, it ain't happening. Then we have God Thread, K up to one of your opponent's cost 5 or lower characters, then add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. Now we get to just ramp a Dawn, tap 5, KO a 5 cost, and ramp a Dawn is pretty solid. And then we get swinging for 7, going down -1 with our leader effect, and all that jazz. So I really like this. It's some removal. We'll take it. And then it has the trigger to add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. So we get to ramp a Dawn. Solid stuff right there for sure. Finally, when 2 men are fighting, the last thing I need is some half-assed assistance. This is when he yells at Flampe, if you don't know. So I'm not going to spoil anything about the anime, but this card is, I mean, it's an iconic moment right after this. I'm just saying. Anyways, counter, you may declare a cost, reveal 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck. If the revealed card has the same cost as declared, your leader or up to one of your characters gets plus 5,000 power during this battle. And I see a lot of people in the current meta not running this card. I don't get it. Because this card is just so much gas. Plus 5,000 is better than, I mean, any other counter event out there for 1 Dawn. It's better than Gum Gum Gavel or whatever it's called. It's better than Gum Gum Giant, as well as far as power goes, it is. And you don't even have the Dawn minus at all, other than for your leader effect to check the top card of their deck. And yeah, that's basically it. So this card, very good card. I enjoy it quite a bit. I would recommend running this in personally, especially when the format starts out. I think this card's a lot better. I think as the format goes on, maybe it's not as good because people can learn how to kind of switch up their deck. Maybe they swing into you if you don't use it right away, and maybe they play a searcher, switch the card, whatever. Maybe. I'm not saying it happens every time, but it's a possibility. So I don't know. I think this card, definitely play it. Also, don't play it though in your sealed format. Anyways, that was the deck profile for Katakuri. We're going to get into some OP11 matchups, some of the new decks, and probably some of the old ones as well, because I just enjoyed playing this deck. I'm not going to lie, this may be my deck of OP11, the deck of choice. This deck is, I mean, you'll just watch. It's pretty hype, and it can actually win against Blue Purple Luffy, so we enjoy that as well. We're going to start the games off against some off-meta nonsense, because that's what we like to do. We're going to keep this hand because we can search through literally every single card in our deck, basically. We do have the pudding to play down, which is going to be good. We can swing in for 7 aggressively on our 4 Dawn turn. They reveal a Trafalgar Law to reveal a Sanji, a 2k counter that is also a blocker. Now this is going to be Purple Black Luffy, the leader that is getting a starter deck very, very soon. So we're going to start with we're going to claim the One Piece. We're going to look at the top 5 and grab a big Katakuri. I'd rather be safe and grab a big Katakuri. Now, there's options there, but I think the big Katakuri is always going to be the best because we can grab Sparrow, and ooh, I wish we could grab Bon Clay right here, but I think Sparrow is going to be the best option just to have it down on our next turn after this, which obviously won't be until we're at like 6 Dawn already, so not too important. We're just going to pass a turn there and see what our opponent chooses to do. So we will probably, depends on how they swing. They play Zoro, and that's going to ramp 2 Dawn, so they're going to have 2 Dawn as active here. They're going to be able to swing in for 7. For 7, we will take, or maybe not. They're going to play down Trafalgar Law. Maybe they go in for 6, and we give them a 2k counter. Maybe we just take because we're a 5-life leader. What am I even saying? We just take because we're a 5-life leader. Now they reveal Sanji. That's going to be able to KO this pudding here, so we're not going to get much out of the pudding, sadly. Now we could just go Dawn -1, but that's not really going to be worth it, honestly. I think we just take aggressively, because why not? So now we're going to play down pudding. We're going to swing in. So we're going to tap 1 for a pudding. Look at the top 5 cards. Now we're going to grab a Amon, and oh, it has to be 2 costs or higher. So we're going to grab a 10 Lin. Why not? We're going to tap 3 for pudding. We're going to swing in, use card action, Dawn -1. See that it's a Subaru. Subaru doesn't really matter. We're going to get arrested Dawn back. We're going to be going to 6 total Dawn. Now we can, you know, play another pudding next turn and search through the whole deck. I mean, we've seen almost everything. We've got all the big bodies we need at this point. They don't have the removal for the big bodies. If they played on that Sanji now, they can put 1 Dawn on leader, play out Sanji, pop the pudding. Sure, you can do that. But is that going to be the best effect for the Sanji when you have Dawn or power minus, you know, in your hand? I don't think so. We're going to go ahead and give them a 2k counter here and counter out. We're going to use a 2k counter either way because I kind of want to hold these other characters, in my honest opinion. Now, it depends. Our opponent does not swing, so we can tap 5, play out Parasparrow. Tap 5, play out Parasparrow. We're just going to swing in for 6. They're going to take anyways because they're low. They have a 3 cost at the top of their deck. We're going to use card action, gain 1,000. They're going to take this attack because they only have 4 cards in hand, so we don't really have to worry about that. We're going to use this effect. We're going to trash. We're going to filter the hand, which is nice. We're going to trash the... I don't think we're going to be playing the pudding. We're going to declare that it's 3 costs. We're going to confirm the real revealed card, gain 1 active, and then we're going to play down a Mane, and we're going to play out the pudding. Now, pudding is going to allow us to look at the top of the deck. We're going to grab this 2-cost Katakuri, because our opponent's going to be on 8 Dawn next turn, so technically we could play Katakuri for just 2 Dawn, which is wild. We're going to pass a turn there. So we have all these 1-cost searchers. I told you this deck really just filters through, you know, being able to search up so many targets in the deck, and we can start taking a little bit of, you know, attacks from our opponent. We don't have much counter at all. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, not much counter at all. They played on the Sanji, the pop Parasparrow. That's totally okay, especially at this point in the game because we're about to play down this. Now they choose to go Dawn -2k up to one of your opponent's characters with a power of 6,000 or less. Was that the best use? I don't personally think so. They just popped a chump blocker, which doesn't really mean much to us. I would have probably, you know, done something better with Gum Gum Lightning, but hey, it is what it is. Now, we're not going to Dawn, actually we could Dawn minus, because they're going to be on 8. I'm going to Dawn minus, reveal the 3 cost. So that gets us out of that attack for free. Now we can just take the next 2, so we'll take the 6. We could have countered, I guess, but it don't really matter. So what we're going to do is play out Parasparrow. We're going to take the next 6, so we have Usohachi now in hand, and this is where things get tough, okay? We're going to tap 5 for Parasparrow. We know the top card of their deck is a 3 cost. So we tap 5, use the card action. We're going to trash one of the Katakuris. We're going to declare 3 cost. We're going to reveal that and then gain an active Dawn. So now we have 3 Dawn total. We're going to swing in at the Orono Zero, going Dawn -1, use card action. We already knew it was a 3 cost, so it doesn't really matter the order there. They let that go. We're going to play out for 2. We're going to Dawn -1. No, we don't even Dawn -1. We just cheated out. That's cool with me. We're going to gain Arrested Dawn, and boom, now we're back to 8. We have 4k counter in hand. We could have kept 1 Dawn for the 1-cost event, but I don't think we need it at this point. We do have a blocker, we have 4k counter, and even if we do have to take, we have options in hand. So just know, I personally believe we're safe, so that is why we did not, you know, leave 1 extra up. I'd rather get rid of the body off the board rather than having 5k extra counter. And I know that sounds weird, but we'd have to counter that attack anyways, and with the amount of counter we have, it didn't really matter. I'd rather just remove the body. And we did remove the body. Now, if they would have countered out, that's cooked. That is cooked. Ooh, they are going wide swings here. So it looks like it's going to be 5, 5, 7, 7, 7. And so I guess we counter. Ooh, they are reading me like a book right now. They're like, this guy has no counter in hand. This guy's got no counter in hand, and they would be right. Oh, well, that sucks. It is what it is, though. We'll be able to get a 1 attack for free. We'll be able to counter out a 2, so we only take 2. That's perfect, so we can just take whatever they kind of throw at us and feel okay, because we do have blockers. We have options. We have a 10-cost Lin that can rush in and KO a character, so we can swing in for 8, 7, and 12 this next turn. Now, it looks like 6 is across the board. 7 is weird. Why would you swing 7 first? We're just going to block. Get out of that for free. We're going to take this attack. Now we get another Katakuri. That's fine with me. We know it's a bunch of 6s, so, I mean, now that they've kind of shown us what they're doing, we can just take. Gain 1 is active. No need, sadly. We're gonna give him a 2k counter, and then we're gonna give him another 2k counter. So now we're still going to 10 Dawn total. So their opponent just really showed us what they were doing, and I think that was their little mistake here. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Is not, it is. Okay, so we're gonna go 0 into 2. I think we're just gonna go into the board for sure. I mean, obviously. I think we're going to, do we 10 Lin? That's my only question. 10 Lin's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're going to 10 Lin here. We're going to replace the character. Now we're going to swing in for... Do we swing a Law just in case? I think we have to swing a Law. That's the worst part. Return 1 Dawn. See that it's a 10 cost. Oh, no, it's a 10 cost. Oh, no, it's a 10 cost. Oh, no. Well, we're going to trash a God Thread. Say it's a 10 cost. Confirm the revealed. Gain 1 Dawn. Oh, if only we had 2 Dawn. So we know that's a 10. That's a thing. We're going to swing in for 6, and then 8, and then 12. And then we're going to sit on 6k counter. Hey, it is what it is. A 10 cost would be very miserable if we can remove both these bodies off the board. We did reveal a 10 cost to our opponent, so maybe they can play around that now by countering out here and swinging in for, you know, 6 and then 7 and then 10 or whatever it is. We'll just pass and restand these two characters and gain Arrested Dawn. Even though there's no Dawn to gain, we gained Arrested Dawn anyways. Oh my gosh. Dude, this was a tough match here. I'm not gonna lie, brother. I think we're gonna have to, but if we Dawn -5 here, now if we Dawn -5, it gets us out of it for free. Then we block out of the 7, and then it goes to our opponent's turn. Or do we have to counter out of this? No, I think we go Dawn -5, and then, oh, we didn't. That would have been crazy. I totally butchered that. For some reason, it wouldn't let, I did it in the wrong order. That's my fault, man. That was all my fault. They were going to play down the 10 cost and win the game. I think they had game no matter what with the 10 cost, because then they get to 2 Dawn, then they ramp into 3, go into 5, so they swing 10 and 12. And we could only match 10. We couldn't get out of it, so the blocker wouldn't have been effective. We couldn't counter out of this. We could counter out of this, but we'd have to give them the 1 cost event anyway. So, hey, we would have lost no matter what. GG's to our opponent. We're on to the next game. All right, well, our opponent chooses to go second. That's cool with us. We are going to play down Pudding. We have the perfect kind of curve here, so we're just going to pass. We don't have any searchers, which is weird for this deck. Usually we always have searchers. So we're just going to go in and play Pudding. Then we're going to swing in for 6. We're going to get some information. Our opponent's going to get a 1-cost Aramaki. We're going to gain a Dawn. So that's going to be a 2K counter in our opponent's hand, allowing them to swing active characters. Then they trash the top 2 cards of their deck. Really good for filling the trash and for, giving their opponent, 3 cards. Now, Kuzan, I don't like that. I do not like Kuzan, but we are going to take this attack pretty aggressively here, because now we're going to play down a Beto, and then we're going to swing in for 6. We're going to use the card action. We're going to reveal a 1 cost, so then we're going to do this, and then we're going to gain a Dawn. So now we're going to go to 6 Dawn total, because we know they have a 1 cost on the top of their deck. We're going to declare a cost by trashing a card in hand, which is going to be a Daifuku, and then we're going to reveal a 1 cost, reveal, gain 1 active Dawn, and then we're going to play down a blocker. Now we could have swung in for 5, and now we force our opponent to, use this leader effect, swing something active. They can swing in for 5, but then we block out of their attack into active characters. So what they should do here is play a 6-cost Helmeppo, 6/7 Helmeppo, cheating out the 8/9. Yep, that's already in their trash, and then that 8/9 can swing active characters, which will swing Sparrow. Ooh, Hibari. Hibari's pretty good here. They're going to swing in for 5 at us. We're going to take again. And we're in 6. We're going into 8, so I like that. We're just going to take again, get the Sparrow, and then our opponent is going to swing, 7. Well, we're just going to block out of that. Not use the card action. I think we're just going to block. Might as well cash in now while we got it. Now they're going to swing in for 6, and we're going to counter out. No blocker, 2K counter, boom, we're all good. We're set up, pretty good. And now we 8-cost Katakuri. We're gonna swing in for 6 into their character, reveal a Goodberry. We're gonna use the card action. We are gonna gain Arrested Dawn here, so real Goodberry, that's gonna be a 2K counter. We know they have the 2K counter Aramaki, now they show us a Groose. We're going to use this effect. We're gonna drop do they have removal? Maybe but I don't think we need Sparrow too bad this turn. We're going to reveal a 4-cost, gain 1 active Dawn. So now we have an active Dawn, and we're going to swing in for, 7 into Kuzan. Kuzan's much more of a threat than Hibari. It gives plus 1,000, and then we're just going to swing 5 into Kuzan. Hey, give me every card in your hand. I will restand both these characters. They knew the Kuzan was gone. They knew we were controlling the board. They only had a 2K counter. Next turn, they were going to 8. They were going to drop Dragon giving 2 Dawn. We were going to remove the Kuzan so they couldn't attack our active characters. Now they could attack our rested characters. But guess what? Katakuri restands both the characters as active, so they had nothing to attack active characters. Boom, bam, bop. We don't stop. I just know what to drop, and I'm feeling good about it. And yeah, if we would have swung 8, we actually would have gotten it too, so we wouldn't have to even swing the Pudding, but that's it all worked out. It all worked out. And Reiju time. We're always going to take first no matter what match we go into. We're going to keep this hand because I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to play it on the Pudding, search top 5. We were looking for something else. This is not what I was looking for. We only grab 2 costs or higher, so neither of these are grabbable. So it looks like we're going with a Daifuku here, showing our opponent we did not find much. Return those, pass a turn. We got a 2K counter. 2K counter is not bad because we don't have one yet, but in this situation, it's not too needed. Now they do go Dawn -1 and play out Reiju. Pretty good for our opponent here. We're going to play down Espero. We're going to swing in for 6. We're going to go Dawn -1 and reveal a 2-cost. Boom. So we're going to know they have a 2-cost in their hand to play out another Reiju. Oh, man. So they can counter with 2 1Ks. It feels pretty good because they empty out their hand. They play down another Reiju next turn, and they're chilling. Yep, seems about right. Seems about right. All right, all we need to do is keep this Pudding on the board, so they are no longer running the Niji, so that's pretty good for us. They play a Sanji, look at the top 5 cards, reveal a Germa stage in 3, 2, 1. No stage. They do grab a 7-cost Ichiji, though, because if they would have had a stage, they would have done it so much quicker, because that's what you need in Reiju, in case you did not know. Now, they swing in 5. We're just going to take. No worries. Not too stressed about it. Now they swing in another 5. I'm going to counter that one. I don't want to take too many attacks here, especially when we're already running low on counter in hand. Now they play down the Tony Chopper blocker. We're going to tap 5, playing out Sparrow. We're going to swing. See, the thing is, they can play another Reiju anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter if we attack Reiju or not. It kind of forces them to. Now they have a 1 cost at the top. We're going to gain Arrested Dawn. We're going to ramp into 6 here. Now we're going to reveal. We're going to trash. We're going to trash the 1 cost event. Reveal a 1 cost from their deck. Gain an active Dawn. Ooh. Then we're going to swing 5 here because we don't really need the Charlotte Pudding because we're about to put the 8 drop on the board. So I'm kind of okay with losing it at this point. I'd rather get a card out of hand. And a card out of hand we will. It's also a pseudo blocker. Now they let it go because they are going to plan on probably playing the other 2 cost Reiju from their hand that we did just see them grab earlier from the top of their deck. Now they grab a Sora. They played out the Reiju just like we said. They Dawn -1, play out Reiju from trash. They draw 2 cards. Now they draw 1 for leader, 2 for Reiju. They get to draw 3 cards. So they're sitting at a solid 8 cards in hand. We haven't hit them once in life. So just know this is going to be a very long game. Strap in, put your seatbelts on, and get ready. They swing in for 5 at us. We could Dawn minus, but I don't really want to. So we're just going to go and give them a 1k counter. More than likely, I'm expecting a 4-drop Niji here because it seems like that's what they're about to play. So they're going to play 3-drop Porsche into Niji. Or not Niji, a Chiji. Wow, there's too many brothers to think about. So they grab a Porsche from the top 5 cards of the deck. They are playing Porsche in this build, not worrying about the new 7-drop Ichiji, which I think is not a good card anyways. Instead, they played on Black Maria. Interessante, mi amigo. They played on Sanji, reveal a Reiju, another one, but this is the other one, the 2k counter Reiju, and they're sitting at a solid 6 Dawn here. So I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this one bit. We know we're going to play this down. We're going to swing in for 6 because we're going to Dawn -1, reveal a 2 cost, another freaking Reiju. We're going to ramp a Dawn. We're going to Sparrow, trash one of the puddings, or the Linlens. We're going to reveal the 2 cost and then gain an active Dawn. Now this does nothing for us. So what we're going to do is try to swing in for 5. We're going to get 1 card out of hand there. We're going to swing in for 7. We're going to get their life because that is going to get a life. And then, because we could have swung 8, but we knew that would hit anyway, so 7 is safe because we can also, boom, bam, gain Arrested Dawn, bam. And then they have the Reiju they just drew into. So they could play on another Reiju to draw more cards, and they know that. They know that very well. And they're sitting on 8 Dawn total. Pretty good stuff by our opponent here. Pretty high roll without having the stage. I mean, this is exactly what you need if you don't find the stage. This is what you need. Other than a Chiji. Chiji would be great. One of my cats just knocked something over or something. Now they give one of our characters -6. Oh, KO character with 6,000 or less power. So it looks like they played out Gamma Knife and then Gamma Knife into Gum Gum Lightning. So they went Dawn -3, but they have the Black Maria to get all their Dawn back. So it really didn't do much for our opponent here. We're going to Dawn -1. Look at the Ichiji. Oh my Lanta. We do not like to see that. We're going to use the card action and get out of this attack for free. Now they know all they have to do is go Dawn -1 to get this Ichiji in hand, and I don't like it. We're going to draw this card, take it pretty aggressively. Opponent's going to swing in. We're going to counter with a 2k just in case they do somehow have Porsche Ichiji because we know they have Porsche in hand. We saw them grab it with the other Porsche. They play Porsche. They go Dawn -1. They reveal Tony Chopper, which they look at from the top 5 cards of their deck, which means they no longer get to draw that Ichiji that we did see at the top of their deck. Now they play out Reiju with the Porsche, draw 2 cards, and they are back to where they need to be. Now they get to ramp up into 8 Dawn thanks to the effects of everything they affect. All right, so options. Could God Thread, KO character. We could Tenlin. We could another blocker. I think another blocker would be pretty good here, but Tenlin would definitely not be bad, especially getting the rush option off. Now, it kind of depends. I think that's going to be the best option for clearing the board here. So we're going to go, I'm feeling Tenlin here. We're going to swing into Porsche. We're going to go Dawn -1, reveal a 1 cost stage. Use the card action. We ramp a Dawn. We should not have ramped Dawn, actually, because we could have ramped an active Dawn and filtered our hand. That was a mistake by me. 100% mistake by me. We should not ramp anymore with this pudding. We should actually just use the Sparrow, especially at this point. So we're going to really get rid of this Porsche, but we could have at least filtered our hand because we have a bunch of no counter and we made the mistake. So we're going to pass and go to our opponent's turn. We're sitting on only a 2k counter. There will be a 2k in our hand from the top of this deck, or a 1k counter, some kind of counter, hopefully, from the top of the deck. Now, our opponent did just grab the stage, assuming, I think, off the top of the deck, because that was a 1 cost. And that's a sucky misplay, because sometimes, I mean, you're just not thinking. You just do the things. Now, we could go Dawn -5, but then we don't really ramp, because it's on your turn. There's not really a way to ramp into a... I think we're gonna Linlin. Oh, we don't know what's at the top of their freaking deck. We figured it out. We did not know it was at the top of their deck. I just had a lucky guess. We just had the luckiest guess of my life. Holy cow. I literally have done that so many times where I'm just like, what is the top card? I have no clue. I have no freaking clue. Alright, so we know there's a 1 cost at the top of their deck right now. So if it comes down to it, we could ramp one with our Sparrow. That was wild. Oh no, there's no longer 1 cost because they played the Germa Kingdom. Okay, never mind, never mind. Well, that was fun. They grabbed the Sora that we showed them they had at the top of the deck. That was freaking crazy. They swing in for 9 into Parasparrow. We let it go. And then they're going to swing in for Reiju. Not enjoying the Reiju right here. The Reiju against the machine. Now we're only going to get 1 more swing here into our face, so that's kind of nice at least. Now, wish we could activate main right now and then keep their Dawn. I wish we didn't have to go Dawn -1 to look at the top of their deck. That would be really good because then we could, drop the 8-drop category with the Parasparrow. But now the Parasparrow is gone. It is gone. All right, we're going to take this, look for more options. We find an Anane, whatever. We find one of that character. I think we're going to God Thread on this next turn. I think God Thread's the best option. So, oh, wait a minute. They have 9 Dawn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 7. So we God Thread Reiju, Anane, and Parasparrow here. Oh, we're cooking. We are cooking. Okay. So we're going to tap 5, KO the character, gain an active Dawn. We're going to tap 2, trash this, play out Katakuri. We're going to, I think we're better swinging in for 6 here. Dawn -1, reveal a 7 cost. Use the card action, we'll gain Arrested Dawn. Because now we can. It actually makes sense to. Now we're going to go 12 into that character. Might as well. And then we're going to play a 1 cost chump blocker. Pass. Restand Lin because it doesn't really matter. Gain another Arrested Dawn. We're sitting at 9 Dawn. So even if we go Dawn -5, we'll still have 4 into, oh gosh. Man, this is getting wild. I told you guys to strap in. Did I not tell you to strap in? Because this is going to be a tough match right here. Now they play down Judge just to play out every single freaking character. They discard 2 cards, play out Reiju, they play out Ichiji, they could play out Niji, but they have not used a Niji yet, so that's good for us. Now they choose not to play Ichiji. They still have not found their 4 cost Ichiji. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Now they're going to get to draw multiple cards thanks to this Dawn -1, and then playing out the body. Pretty good for our opponent here. Now, can we get out of these attacks pretty easily without the Lin? Because we could get out of all these attacks with just the Lin alone. Just blocking out of the 7. So 5, we're just going to go use card action, Dawn -1, reveal a cool 4 cost, and then we're not going to use the Lin effect. So we get out of this for free. We get out of this with a 2K. Now we just take this. I know that's crazy, but we just take it. Trust. Then we just block out for free. Boom. All right, 10 Lin time, part 2. We're going to 10 Lin. All right. So now we're going to swing in at our opponent's characters. We're going to Dawn -1, reveal a 4 cost again, gain the Rested Dawn back. It doesn't really matter. It's only Rested Dawn. We're going to swing in for 8 into the Reiju. I mean, we're removing this body off the board. There's no way around it. We're going to go another 12 into Reiju. We're just trying to clear up the board because next turn we really just have to go for lethal or just try to survive. Now, we do have blockers, so we can restand a character and then gain a Rested Dawn, which is obviously no Dawn at all, but hey, we're in a good spot now. They have not found an Ichiji. We are kicking butt. Even if they double Ichiji here, guys, we just don't lose because I'm so good. Now, would we lose actually, like mathematically? I'm pretty sure we would because it would be a 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and we go 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Oh, actually, we would not lose. We just have to take a life. Now, they swing 5 at us. We're just going to go use card action, Dawn -1. We're going to look at the top of their deck. It is an Ichiji. Holy cow, that is not good for us. And then we're going to choose not to do either of these because we get out of the attack for free. Sit on a good amount of counter. We should be good. We should be good. Depends on what they do, though. It really does. They go Judge again. Judge again. They discard the Ichiji. This time we know they do have the Ichiji they will be playing out. So they go Reiju and then Ichiji over top of the Reiju. I think you just replace the Black Maria personally at this point because you already have other Reijus. You should be good. Now, that's just personal opinion because you're already at 8 Dawn. So, like, how far back can you go? You go back to 7. You're going into 9 still. You're still in a very good spot. So, not enjoying how they just did things. I think we do this. No, because we don't know it's at the top of their deck anymore. So if this is 6, we just block out for free. We may lose it off the board, but this is going to be the safest option. Because what they can do is swing in for 7. We're not going to use any of these effects. We just take. They shouldn't have a way to rest down our blocker here. So we just block. And then we should be good. They have 2 additional Dawn. They can play a Tony Chopper. What 2-cost counter event are we doing? I was about to say, they're going to play a Tony Chopper. All right. So what we're going to do here is tap 3. We're going to rest down the Chopper. And then we're just going for lethal. It's that simple. So we're going to go 9 into face, and that should get 3 cards out of hand. Yep, so now we just need to go 7 into face here, use card action, Dawn -1, reveal a 3 cost, and then sure, we'll take the Dawn back. Sure. I'm going to go 12 into face, and that's GG's. Jeez, holy cow, that was such a close match. I told you guys to strap in. They didn't find their Ichijis early enough or late enough either. I mean, they only found the one at the end, and that was really good for us. I think we did pretty well, though. I think we played that just as perfect as we could, even if they did find their Ichijis. We were still safe in the end, so I think that's the most important part. GG's to our opponent. On to the next match. I told you, strap in. That was 13 and a half minutes just for that game. And another match is going to be Red Green Smoker. We're going to take first again because that's what we like. We're going to mulligan that hand because we need some ramp, and we're going to deploy this and try to find some. And we find the pudding. I think the pudding's going to be pretty good here. We'll move this to the top. We'll leave this, we'll go like that. I think that's gonna be good. And pass, boom, perfect. So we get to go the pudding early. That's gonna be very good for what we do. They're gonna play the peacock, look at the top 5 cards and grab a navy type character. This is way better than Virgo, so I see why they play it. They grab the Rosinante, play the 3-drop pudding. We're gonna swing in, and then Dawn -1. We know they have a Rosinante again, another one. We're gonna ramp our Dawn back and pass to our opponent after they take this aggressively. Now, Smoker, hard deck to beat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, hard deck to beat. Now, we're gonna hold this God Thread just for when they play out the 5-cost Smoker, because I don't wanna deal with that. Now, this saves if one of your other rested characters would be KO'd, so that's good. It's only rested. So we're gonna go Bon Clay. I think we're just gonna Bon Clay, go ahead and set up the category for later. So we will Bon Clay, swing in, go Dawn -1 because we get it back. We're going to show a Monet. We're going to ramp another Dawn. So we know they have 2 Rosinantes and a Monet. Now they have 1 Rosinante on the board now, so a little different and not the same. We're going to play down the category and pass. We don't have the category, but if we draw it next, not this turn, but the turn after, then we can category, which is pretty good. They'll play a 7-cost Smoker. We're going to swing in with Bon Clay first and then go Smoker. Instead, they play Sanji. Sanji's not really going to help, I'm not going to lie. Doesn't do too much for us here. Now they're going to swing in for 7. They're going to go 7 and then restand 2 Dawn. We're going to take, oh, we get the category. That's what we were looking for. Hey, that is what we were looking for. Now, if they go 9, sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is, my boys. It is what it is. Now, we could go Dawn -1, go down, and then go into 7, but I'd rather go into 8 and go ahead and get that category off on the board. We're just going to take this as well. We get an Amane. We get an Amane. That's okay with me. We're going to swing. Ooh, we're not going to swing yet. Ooh, options. Lots of options. So we could KO and then swing a bunch of swings into the swinging. I don't hate that. But if we tap 5, then we go to 4, and then we go into 10, then we play it on Amane. Are we cooking? Let's see. We're just going to go 4 into the pudding. The pudding's not necessary anymore at this point in the game. I actually think it's more of a burden than anything. So we're going to go 4 into 4, see if they counter out or not. I'm expecting them not to. If they do counter out, we're going to keep swinging it though. If they don't, we're going to play it on 8-cost category. So they do counter out. We could swing another 4, see if we can get another card out of their hand. And they're going to let it go and draw a card. Okay, so that means we are going to 8-cost category here. Because I was thinking of the removal would be better if they were going to, we could pop this, save it, swing this, like go all that, play the Amane, be good. Especially going into their next turn where we would have the category active. I love that effect though. I love doing that. That sounds really good with the category right here. Let's be risky. Let's gain 1 active Dawn. We have 4. We're going to play down Bon Clay, and now we're going to swing in. We're going to use card action. We're going to go Dawn -1. We're going to swing in for 7, reveal a 5-cost Smoker, and we're going to gain 1 rested. Man, the Smoker, the one we were just talking about. How funny is that it just shows its face? Oh my gosh, isn't that hilarious, guys? Isn't that freaking hilarious, Whitedale? So they're going to go Gum Gum Mole Gun, pop the Bon Clay. That's actually pretty good. They're going to probably swing the other Bon Clay here, because you definitely need to remove that off the board. So they could swing the Rosinante. They're probably just going to swing the Smoker into the Bon Clay, and we're going to keep our pudding. Now pudding, I mean, it don't really matter at this point. I'm not going to lie to you. I've already mentioned that. It does not matter. So they played on Peacock. Peacock, look at the top 5 cards, grab a Navy type, and then you may trash this character, give plus 1,000 to one of your other characters to grab an Honesty Impact. That's going to be able to remove our 8-cost category for free ski. We're going to have to let this go, sadly, because we don't have a blocker on the board. Now the Anane would have done very, very well. So we're just going to trash category, play out this character, play out 2 of the blockers, and maybe a category. So trash this, play out category, and then tap 1. Then I think we're just going to strap up after that. We're going to swing heavy. They're going to have the Honesty Impact or whatever. So I think we just go 9 and 9. Yep, and then gain the rest of Dawn back. I think we're literally just going to go 9 and 9. We're going to let that go. We're going to go 9 and 9. Now we have 2 blockers, 1 for the Smoker, and then we still have a bunch of cards in hand. They give us both the blockers. We pass. We restand our character. Gain a rested Dawn. There's no rested Dawn to gain. They're going to Honesty Impact for 6. That means they cannot. Oh, they're going to Hody Jones. They're going to freaking Hody Jones right here. And then they're going to Honesty Impact. Wow. What a play. What a play. Bravo. Bravo. Oh, never mind. They're not going to. So they're going to swing in for 7 here. I think we're just going to think what you're gonna take. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We're gonna grab the 1 cost blocker, so we have another blocker for next turn. Because if I have 4 blockers on the board, what are you really gonna do, buddy? What are you really gonna do? We have a bunch of counter. We get out of the smoker attack right here, so we'll have 3 blockers. Which, oh no, it's not as many, but we will get out of the smoker attack. We take the Hody Jones attack. If they want to go into our board, that's okay. They're gonna give plus 1,000 power to the smoker. They're gonna swing in for 8. We could block here, resolve the attacks. We get out of the smoker attack for free. They can swing in really heavy with the Hody Jones. Yep, so that's kind of what I expected. So we're gonna go 2-2-1, resolve the attack, and then we're gonna top deck a Katakuri. Nope. All right. Well, what's stopping me from just going for lethal? I mean, let's be real. What is stopping me from going for lethal? Because we'll go 9. Yep, 2-2-1. So this may stop me from going for lethal. So what we could do is go, because 5 for that, so we can go 10 into Hody Jones here. Do we go 10 into Hody Jones? We're gonna try it. Let's go 10 into Hody Jones to show us a Igloo at the top. We're gonna gain the Rested Dawn. Frick! I was not supposed to gain the Rested Dawn. Ugh. The reason I wasn't, because we were going to pop this, gain an Active Dawn, and then play out the Amane and have another blocker on the board in case he had another Hody Jones. So, hey, minus play again. I've done it twice now, but just know we should have 3 blockers right here because they Honesty Impact. We knew that was going to happen. They set 2 as active. They're going to go in for 6 with Peacock, 5 with Leader, and 8 with Hody Jones. That does not get you there. That does not get you there. We're going to go and take this. Okay. Well, we still win. We still win. I mean, even if we didn't have, well, we can't block out of that. Well, yeah, we could. We could have literally just Dawn -1 and then blocked out. Gotten out of it for free, basically. So, hey, GG's. We know they have the Igloo here. We know they have the Igloo, so we have to keep this in mind. -2 is 3, so, okay. So we swing in for 5 here. I think this is the math. You swing in for 5, you force them to use it now or they just lose the game. So they get out of this attack and then they give -2 to the Katakuri. Yep. They misplayed. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They could have given -2 for the turn to Katakuri, which is okay. They didn't. We're just going to swing in with Katakuri. Actually, we're not going to be stupid. Swinging for 5 here, just in case there's some kind of trigger. Boom. G freaking G's, man. GG, that was a close match. They said GG's in the chat. GG's to our opponent. It won't let me type it, but hey, GG's to our opponent. That was actually a really good match there with Red Green Smoker.